want to share with you, this is just my philosophy. You don't have to agree with it. You can do it differently, and certainly is taught differently. But this is just kind of my feelings on this and based on my experience. But I also want to make it clear that I've generated the majority of my business from speaking and doing it this way. So it does work, but there's just other ways to do it, and I'm perfectly okay with that. So a few things to keep in mind when you're selling from the stage. Number one is please ask first, get permission. There's a lot of opportunities you will get as a business speaker where it is forbidden. And I will tell you that if you do it, you will not only be not referred, but you probably won't have many more opportunities because word gets around that you are someone who pitches from the stage. So ask for permission. And better than asking for permission is asking for help. So if they say, hey, it's okay, one of the things I always ask is say, hey, who's going to be introducing me? Would you mind if they mentioned about my workshop or my book or my coaching or whatever it is? When it comes from that third party, they can say things about you that you can't or shouldn't say about yourself. So I think it's a lot more powerful to have a third-party endorsement from somebody who's there, and they're usually happy to do that for you and really help promote you, especially for those of us that are doing it for free or at least reducing our fee in front of the room for them. The way I call them pitch sessions, I mean, it's just avoid the pitch sessions. You just don't want to be in there where you're doing a seminar or you're doing something specific and you turn your presentation into a pitch session where you clearly have an entire section of your talk dedicated to talking them into buying something. It's just personal opinion. You can still earn business. You can still make lots of money from the front of the room. I just think there's a more professional way to do it. One of the ways of doing that is give value first. If you're going to give some sort of a teaser approach or you do want to make a pitch, make sure you give them something first. Cialdini talks about the law of reciprocity, that it's just better strategy if you want to look at it that way, to give them something first and then ask for something in return. So my philosophy is this. Some people in the audience are going to want to buy and some are not. You should make sure that all of them are satisfied. So they shouldn't have to buy something from you in order to get value from your presentation. They should learn enough in the room and be given something, if that's what you choose to do, to apply it, whether or not they do business with you. So that's my philosophy on giving value. And the last but not least, I've seen this too many times, someone does a great talk, and then in the last 5 minutes, they go into this cheeseball sales mode. It's perfectly fine to ask for the business. It's perfectly fine to give them a next step that, hey, if you'd like to sign up for this, or if you'd like to buy that, there's nothing wrong with that, done professionally and I think in a courteous way. But you don't have to go into sales mode where listen, most of them are smart enough to know what you're doing. So, you're not tricking anybody in the room. They know your tactics, and it's uncomfortable. And you may make a quick sale, but you're not going to develop a following of people to follow your brand and do business with you for years to come. So don't be cheesy.